Dear students, in this video we are going to learn about the viroids. So what are the viroids? Viroids are the smallest known infectious agents and they are consisting of a small circular RNA molecules. Actually, up to the period of 1970, the viruses were considered as the smallest infectious agents. That means until 1970, it was thought that the viruses are the smallest agents causing infections in the living organisms. However, the discovery of viroids has proved that the infectious entities or agents smaller than the virus particles are also existing in the nature. Demer and Remer first time discovered the potato spindle tuber viroids. This viroid was responsible for a disease in potato that is called as potato spindle disease. In this disease, the normal round potatoes become spindle shaped or they become elongated. You can see here in this figure, these are the elongated or spindle shaped potatoes and this is because of potato spindle disease that is caused by the viroids. Most of these studied viroids cause the plant diseases and the most common example is potato spindle tuber viroid. Up to the time, more than 33 viroids are known and the human disease that is known to be caused by viroid is hepatitis D. This viroid is enclosed in a hepatitis B virus capsid. That is, within the capsid of hepatitis B virus, viroid of hepatitis D is present. And therefore, for hepatitis D to occur, there must be the simultaneous infection of cell with both the hepatitis B virus and the hepatitis D viroid. So, what are the general characters of these viroids? The viroids are obligatory intracellular parasites. That is, this property is very similar with the viruses. They are smaller than the viruses. Structurally, just they are single-stranded, covalently closed circular RNA molecules. Their size is about 246 to 400 nucleotides. That is, they are 246 to 400 nucleotides long. The viroid RNA does not code for any protein. And the last character is they do not have capsid or protein code which is always present in the viruses. So you can see here the figures of the different types of the viroids. Now we will discuss about the structure of viroids. So just as I told you, the viroids are single-stranded circular RNA molecules. And most of the nucleotides in the RNA are base paired, producing a double-stranded RNA molecules. Such single-stranded RNA circles has intrastrand base pairing and unpaired loops at the intervals. That means, although the RNA is single-stranded and circular, it appears double-stranded. And such structure protects the viroids from the action of an enzyme ribonuclease. So you can see here the structure of viroids. The structural variations may occur in different types. There can be a rod type of viroid structure or branched viroid structure. In each of these structures, there is an intrastrand pairing between complementary bases and such loops where there is no such pairing. So this is about the structure of viroids. Now we will see how the replication of viroids occurs. The replication of viroids takes place in the nucleus of the host cell. The viroid RNA is a plus or positive strand RNA and it replicates by a mechanism that is known as rolling circle mechanism. All of the components required for the replication are provided by the host cell. The rolling circle replication of viroids occurs by two mechanisms and among these, the first mechanism is very common. According to this first mechanism, the RNA-directed RNA polymerase enzyme catalyzes the synthesis of new concatenameric minus strand using the viroid plus strand as a template strand. That means, in the first step, The plus strand is used as a template to synthesize a complementary minus strand by RNA polymerase enzyme. The viroids are ribozymes and therefore they catalyze their self-cleavage. That means the viroids themselves act as ribozymes and carry out their self-cleavage. The self-cleavage of concatameric minus strand produce a monomeric subunits. This is followed by the ligation by the host RNA ligase enzyme that results in the formation of circular minus strand. So you can see here in this figure, this is the original plus strand. A new complementary minus strand is synthesized on it by rolling circle mechanism. The self-cleavage of such minus strand results in the formation of monomeric subunit, and the ligation of this linear monomer results in the formation of a circular minus strand. This circular minus RNA is then copied by RNA polymerase to produce a concatameric plus strand. You can again see here, this is the plus strand formed from the minus strand. The cleavage of concatameric plus strand produces the monomers that are positive. These monomers again get circularized and ligated and thereby produce a plus RNA, that is viroid. This mode of replication can also be called as a symmetric mode of replication of viroids. However, the replication of viroids also occurs by a second mechanism that can be known as asymmetric mode. In this, the concatameric minus strand is copied directly to a concatameric plus strand. That means here self-cleavage of monomers of minus strand is not carried out. Instead of that, the intact minus strand is used to synthesize a complementary concatameric plus strand. This plus strand is then cleaved specifically to the monomers. These monomers are then ligated to form many viroids. This is called as asymmetric mode of viroid replication. So you can see here in this figure, from the circular plus strand, a complementary minus strand is formed, and this minus strand is directly used as a template for the synthesis of new complementary plus strand. This plus strand is then cleaved to the monomers, and the monomers are then ligated to form the plus RNA or viroids. So this is an asymmetric mode of replication of the viroids. And last, what is the significance of viroids? So viroids are associated mainly with the many plant diseases. They are responsible for an economic loss in the agriculture. And many viroids are RNA catalysts. That means they act as ribozymes. So this is about the viroids. Thank you for your kind listening. Thank you.